but please get on YouTube because that's the perfect case. YouTube is like a fine wine. It gets better with age. So a little bit earlier today, I flew in to San Diego to come here to the university to talk to some business owners and the Tourism Authority Board all about how to maximize YouTube for growing your business faster.
I started a YouTube channel 6 years ago when I was doing like personal DIY stuff. And my question for you is, I forgot about it, and then I came back a year ago and I saw my very first video had 60K views. And so that video is no longer relevant to my channel. Should I delete it or just leave it there as I continue my show, record in a different direction?
Is if not everybody heard, she mentioned she uploaded a video 6 years ago? Yeah. 6 years ago, shot on her iPhone 5, forgot about it, came back, and it had 60,000 views.
Yeah. And I still get lots today on it.
And you still get more views on it.
The number one, if you Google how to make flower earrings, it's the number one Google phrase. And all I did was I just changed the thumbnail because I didn't even have one. It was like 6 years ago. So I was like, oh.
And so I know I'm here to pester you, and I hate to be annoying, but please get on YouTube because that's the perfect case. YouTube is like a fine wine. It gets better with age. Should you start a new channel? My answer is no. No, I would just leave that video there and I would just pivot directions because you've already got what's called channel authority. You've already got maybe some subscribers, some viewers, and by no means will probably be very many that's interested in your new thing, but starting from zero is always much harder than starting with something.
Is there a secret number for the length of this show?
So we've all maybe been on content where we're learning, we search for something, we're trying to fix our dishwasher, and we're like, dude, this video does not need to be 60 minutes. You could have got to the point in 30. The video should be as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. So if it should be 30, then 35 is fine, but 2 hours is too long. So talk went super well, and then afterwards there was this super cool kind of networking mixer, and I was able to get into some really great conversations with some of the people that attended the event.
Different hour.
What's your website?
San Diego Urban Adventures.com.
And how do you get customers right now?
I rely a lot on the other people, and then the
Like Expedia, the things like that?
Yeah.
Because that's where discoverability is.
Yeah, it's much easier to be found there than going down to me.
A couple thoughts. Initially, YouTube is a search engine, so I would search. There's people looking for San Diego tours. Now that's probably some competitive stuff. One of the things you could do too, if you go to the search bar, you type in San Diego TO, but it'll finish your sentence.
Right.
And then go San Diego tour space, and then let's see what it says in the next word, those predictions.
So it goes tourism, tours, tourist attractions.
Tourist attractions.
Tourism authority.
Tourism authority.
Tourist map.
Tourist map.
Okay.
So by the way, those predictions are video ideas, exact titles people are searching, looking for information on. So a way to get leads and start could be San Diego tourism map, and you get a map designed, and it's a free opt-in, a free download. I would love to identify the 10 to 30 search terms and search phrases that would be relevant to lead to your business. Yeah, I would put video content around those. That's kind of the YouTube play. If you put out some videos that ranked for very obscure things, meaning when they search that, they find you, it's very obscure, like 10 views a month. But it's like that obscure thing is like what somebody who would do business with you would be looking for, then you're golden. And when you build that once, that video can drive leads to you for weeks, months, and years to come.
I am working with an influencer right now. On Instagram, she has about 15,000. On Facebook, not so many, but she also has an online magazine that has about 14,000. But then she has a TV show or a show that she uploads to YouTube.
Yep.
But we only have like 100 and something subscribers.
Got it.
And right now, I want to get your advice on maybe how to leverage what she's doing on YouTube to gain some better traction, interest, engagement, because it's just not there.
That's great. So there's a couple important things. Number one, there's honestly like really no real reason to get romantic about where the impact or the viewership is.
Okay.
If at the end of the day we agree that we care just about the impact.
Okay.
Meaning that, of course, I love YouTube and I'm the YouTube guy, but if this magazine is crushing, Instagram's working, Facebook is where the engagement is, then there might be a question to say, why even worry about the YouTube traction? Double down on what's working. So I like to say this: how do you grow your YouTube channel with Facebook? You don't. You grow your Facebook with Facebook.
Right.
But if you grow your Facebook big enough, then you could grow anything else because of that. Meaning,
Right.
if that Facebook, like, let's say consumption gets to 10,000 views, 100,000 views, a million views. Well, now you could say, hey, I started a new YouTube show to your, and you're probably able to send 100,000 people if you're getting a million. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that start with me start on YouTube, and my biggest advice to them is actually don't diversify quick. I mean, go put all of your 80%, even 90% of your energy into your primary platform. I have 4 failed YouTube channels.
Really?
Sometimes you win,
Yep.
sometimes you learn. And my 4 failed YouTube channels, I got so much education, learned about my voice, learned about myself,
Yeah.
learned about the market, that the 2 that are working because I just took massive action and I jumped in.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate it.
You know, overall, I've been inspired to connect with ambitious, like-minded leaders that really want to leverage YouTube to make a greater impact and to accelerate the growth of their businesses faster. And actually, we are going to take pieces from this talk and put together a series here on Think Media really about the things that I shared. So if you want to check that out, we're going to put this entire thing into a playlist. I'll link to that on the YouTube card and post to it in the description below. Question of the day: have you ever been to San Diego, and where's your favorite place to travel? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash like if you got value out of this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.